In this tutorial I'm going to show you how the filter tool can be used to retrieve information very easily. I need to apply the filter tool to the top row of my data table, so you'll see I have clicked in that table. I'm now going to locate the filter tool on the Home tab in the Sort and Filter grouping, and I'm going to select Filter. You'll notice that the appearance of my top row has now changed and that there are downward pointing arrows on each of the various headings. The first piece of information I wish to retrieve is a particular invoice. So I'm going to click on the drop down arrow for that invoice, and you'll see there I'm given the option for a number filter. I'm going to choose that, and because I know the number of the invoice, I'm going to select equals, and I'm now going to type the number of that invoice 12621 in the box and click on OK, and you'll see it's retrieved that particular invoice from me from a fairly large data table. You'll also notice that there is a little sign by the invoice column that indicates that a filter has been applied to this particular column. What I'm going to do now is just click on the drop down arrow and I'm going to clear the filter from the invoice. Another use of the filters is perhaps to retrieve a group of records that fall under a particular criteria. In this case, I am going to look for invoices that were issued before the 31st of January 2010. So I'm going to click on the date filter and then come down to date filters, and then I'm going to use the before option. I'm going to click on before and I'm going to ask it to search for records that were issued before the 31st of the 1st 2010, and I click OK, and there you have it, all my January invoices. Once again, I have a filter symbol by the date sign indicating that a date has been applied, and I'm going to clear that as I no longer need it. Supposing that I wanted to get some invoices for a particular company, I could go to the filter beside company and I could select from the list of companies the ones that I wanted. In this case, I'm going to decide to have them for Lucas, but notice that all the boxes have been ticked. So the first thing I must do is unselect those boxes by clicking in the Select All box. It seems a bit strange, I know, but that's the way you do it. I'm now going to click by Lucas because I want the invoices for that company, and I'm going to click on OK, and there you have it, all the invoices for Lucas, and there's a lot of them. Supposing I wanted to narrow that down a bit, I could perhaps go to date, come back to the date filters, and again we could do before or after. Let's do after. Let's do after the 1st of April 2010, and there you have it, all the invoices that were issued after the 1st of April. So there you have it. Filters is a very useful tool for retrieving information in Excel.